Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the House of Common Sense. I'm your host, Minister Bobby Collier. Coming to you once again. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know that you all are busy. This video may offend you, see? But when you're a minister of truth, some folks gonna get offended. See? Especially when you're dealing with black folk. Because black folks been lied to for so long until they rather believe a lie than the truth. My question to y'all black folks that put all that energy into voting for Joe Biden, all right? Apparently, you got him in. What's next? Let me say that again. To all of y'all black folk that put all that energy into voting for Joe Biden, okay? Apparently, you got him in, okay? What's next? What you gonna do next? What's your next move? Huh? You got your man in now. Apparently, you got your man in, all right? You went running down to the poll and you voted for a white boy. Apparently, you got him in. Okay. All that energy you put out there. Okay. You got mad with folk who said they wasn't going to vote. I lost a couple of friends on Facebook. All right. A couple of friends in their community, the areas where I grew up at. When they found out that I was a Republican, they dissed me. All right. So I changed my political status and said, well, I'm a independent. They still didn't like me because I wasn't a Democrat. See? So a lot of friendship been lost due to this 2020 election. A lot of animosity was built up against and towards folks that was in opposition of the Democratic Party. All right? See? Especially among black folk. If you told them you was a Republican, oh Lord, they hate they dish you. You allowed to get shot. You went in some places and said that you was a Republican, and you bet not put on a "Make America Great Again" cap. I wanted to buy one, but they would kill me because I would be had the cap on and talking shit too, and they'd kill me. See, so I didn't get "Make America Great Again" cap or T-shirt. They sent me links to order some, and I could afford to do it, but I didn't do it. All right, see, but all this energy that you put into the 2020 uh, uh, election, now that you got your boy in, a Democrat, okay, now that you got your boy in, now what you gonna do? What's the next move? What's the next move? All your Trump haters, all right, apparently Trump will be coming out January the 20th. What's your next move now? What's next? Hmm? You got your boy in now, all right, and y'all Christians, y'all voted for him too, okay? Because most of your churches was against Trump. Most of the black churches, y'all was against Trump. See, but you're so ignorant, black folks. You're so stupid. Trump was the best president for Christianity and black folks, and I'll explain that. Let me tell you why he was the best president for Christianity. Because Trump was pro-life. Trump was pro-life. That means he went against abortion. All right. Now let me tell you how that helped black folk. In 2011, there were more abortion than any other cause of death in the black community. Let me say that again. In 2011, 9 years ago, the number of abortions among black women's were higher than the total death rate among black folk. So when you add up all the causes of death among black folks in 2011, regardless of what they died of, the number of abortion was higher than that number. I think that number was about 287,000 black folks died in 2011. But the abortion rate was over 300,000. Do your research. And you wonder why black people only make up 13.5% of the population. The Democrats support abortion. Margaret Sanger was a Democrat. She started Planned Parenthood. And she said black folks wasn't nothing but human weeds. And should have never been born. So that's why you find most of the abortion clinics in the predominantly black community, in low-income community, which most black people live. So your Christian, I don't see how y'all can support the Democratic Party because they cut against everything that's in your Bible. They denounce everything, just about everything that's in your Bible. Because life starts at conception. The Democratic Party support aborting a baby in the 9th month. In the 9th month of a woman's pregnancy. The Democratic Party support that. Obama supported it. The Democratic Party support homosexuality, another thing that breaks down the family structure. Okay? Trump was the best president for black folks and Christianity. Let me give you another reason why he was the best president for black folk because of the wall. Y'all went against the wall. Oh, that's discrimination. All right. When the migrants and the immigrants come into this country, guess whose job they're gonna take? They're gonna take your job, nigga. Hmm? Guess who neighborhood they're gonna move in? They're gonna move into your neighborhood. Latinos, Hispanics, okay, and Mexicans. They're buying property in the black community. Because white folks ain't gonna let them in their community. So they're buying abandoned houses just about anywhere they can find them. But most of the abandoned houses, all right, are in the black community. They just bought one across the street from my house. Paid $23,000 for it. Cash money. So they're buying up property, paying cash for it. It don't make no difference what type of condition the property in. They'll buy it because they got family members and friends that are carpenters. See? So when the immigrants and the migrants, or whatever you want to call them, come into this country, whether they're legal or illegal, they're going to take black folk jobs. Because right now in this country, black folks is what? The last to be hired and the first to be fired. So that $20 hour job that you got, nigga, okay? When the immigrants and the migrants come in here and the illegals, the white man gonna give that job to them and gonna pay them $10 an hour. And they'll be happy as a punk in the penitentiary to make $10 an hour because where they come from, they're lucky to make $10 a day. Trump was your best president for Christianity and black folk. He's saying if you want to come in this country, you have to come in legal. No, he said, I don't mind you coming. He said, but you have to go through the legal process. Them folks ain't want to do that. They don't want to go through no legal process. The Democrats is going to let them in. The Democrats going to probably tear down the wall. Because, see, the immigrants or the migrants or the illegals, whatever you want to call them, is going to be the new nigger. The Democrats want to get rid of you. People look like me. They want to get rid of them. Within the next 30 to 50 years, the black population of people will be lower, a whole lot lower than 13.5%. Because the prison population is increasing. You got close to 2 million black folks that's incarcerated, young black men, and the most of them are incarcerated for murder. You have over 200,000 black abortions every year. Our black women are killers of our race, as well as our young black men. We are self-destructing. Hmm? Okay, you got your white boy and you got Biden there. Biden is pro-choice. and Biden support the LGBTQ. All right. They support homosexuality and transgender. Okay. Okay. The LBG, the LGBTQ is a liar from the pit of hell. They are a deceiver. They're lying to themselves and the public because they're pretending to be something that they're not. Okay. And Obama opened the floodgate for them because Obama put law into place that protects them. So if you go on your job right now and there's somebody gay and you call them a punk, they go to the boss man and tells it, the man over there called me a punk. They'll fire your ass. But what is it? Okay. If you're a man acting like a woman, what the hell? What are you? I can't treat you like a woman because you're a man. I can't treat you like a man because you're acting like a woman. So I mean that you got me effed up. If you're transgender, I I don't know how to treat you. Hmm? Because you're a man and they done made you a artificial pussy. I can't treat you like a woman because you ain't got the real pussy like a woman. I can't treat you like a man because you ain't got no dick. You ain't acting like a man, you acting like a woman. You got me effed up. I don't want to get too radical here. But the Democratic Party, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, they support that. They like all that freaky deaky shit. So I don't see how y'all Christian, y'all pastors, and y'all elders and bishops can support the Democratic Party. But y'all did because y'all love Obama. And Obama stood up against the body of Christ. Hmm? Obama messed with your freedom of speech. He censored your freedom of speech. Now you can't call a spade a spade. Hmm? But you got your boy here now. What's next? Hmm? What's next? Black Lives Matter. Hmm? Y'all put all that energy in Breonna Taylor, uh, George Floyd, that crazy ass boy that got killed in Philly. Police didn't know that nigga was crazy when they came on the scene. They didn't know he was crazy. He come lunging towards them and they light his ass up. Okay? You put all that energy in Jacob Blake. All right? All he had to do was stop and talk to them policemen. That's all he had to do. He wouldn't have got shot. All right? All he had to do was stop and talk to him. They were trying to get his attention. He ain't paying no attention. Okay? But y'all put all that energy out there, Black Lives Matter. Tear up them folks' stores and burn up them folks' stuff. Rob them folks' stores. Took all them folks' clothes and jewelry. Demolished Walmart. Cut on the alarm system so the sprinklers could come on. They got the store all wet up. They in Philly. Hmm? Burning police cars and buildings. Y'all burned windows down in Atlanta. Okay. Because that crazy ass man try to get away from the police. All right. Anybody know that once you fail a breathalyzer test, it's time for the handcuff. Okay. Go on downtown. They're gonna take about $500 to get you out. Call somebody, tell them to bring $500 down there to get you out. That's all. That's all they're gonna be. Okay. I done got arrested for DUI before. It's a $500 bond. So I mean, it's $1,000. It don't take that much to get you out of jail. You gotta know somebody that can come down there and bring 250 to $500 down there and get you out of jail. If you don't know nobody that can do that for you, you in bad shape. See, because you can't really run from the police. Police can catch you. Okay, and it's almost legal right now for him to catch you with a bullet. But y'all put all that energy. All right, Black Lives Matter. Every time police shoot somebody or kill somebody, y'all put all that energy in to tear up all them people's stuff. All right. But what about the niggas that getting killed in your own neighborhood? Okay. Are y'all ain't ready no hell in Dallas where Mo 3 got killed out there on I-35? You ain't ready no hell? Hmm? All your young folks listen to that rap music. Mo 3 was a big rap artist. He had some good music out there. Y'all ain't ready no hell. Black Lives Matter. Boosie got shot. Lil Boosie's the shit. Lil Boosie got shot. He might lose a leg because the leg look pretty bad. Okay. Where you at, Black Lives Matter? King Vaughn got killed in Atlanta. He's a big rapper. Where you at, Black Lives Matter? Hmm? November. Several rappers got killed. Two of them got killed in the same week. Where you at, Black Lives Matter? Not only that, but what about all the niggas that didn't kill in your community? Where you at? You got all that energy now when the police kill one of us, but when we kill one of us, you just quiet as a church mouse. Huh? You got your man Biden in. Is Biden gonna make a difference? Huh? More black folks got killed under the Obama administration than Donald Trump administration. Charlottesville, didn't no black folks got killed in Charlottesville. That was a white woman that got ran over in Charlottesville. Charlottesville was basically white on white. This is the first administration that I ever seen made white folks turn against white folks. White folks the one was fighting out there in Portland, Oregon. Only that many black folks live in Oregon. Huh? That was 17-year-old boy that killed two people and wounded another one. Those wasn't black. Those wasn't black folks. Those wasn't black folks that he took out. Those were white folks. See? But you got your man in, huh? Yeah, there was voters fraud. All right, and a lot of the judges they don't want to hear. They don't want to hear the case because they're Democrat judges. Because they don't want to hear the case. But the Democrats have done everything they possibly could to get Trump out of office. Russia collusion. Okay. They spent $48 million on what's his name? I can't think of his name now. That did this investigation. Mueller. All right. And still they tried to impeach Donald Trump. Couldn't do it. So now you cheated in the election. Yeah, there was voter fraud. And the voter fraud was with the mail-in ballot. Yeah, there was voter fraud. It was with the mail-in ballots. And did you know, so since y'all put all that energy into voting, did you know that the server that those voting machines are hooked up to is sitting in Frankfurt, Germany. So you got foreigners that are counting the votes. Every time one of them ballots go through that machine. Whether it's a mail-in ballot, okay, or absentee ballot, or whatever, when it goes through that machine, all right, it's calculated in Frankfurt, Germany. You didn't know that, did you? Hmm? See? You think I want to be a part of that booth? No, I didn't vote. I sure didn't. I ain't wasn't waste my time being exposed to the coronavirus and stand out there in a line to be a part of that mess. I ain't care who win, cause it ain't gonna make my life no better, huh? They ain't gonna put no gas in my car, huh? They ain't gonna pay my bills, huh? They ain't gonna do no work on my house, all right? They ain't gonna put no tires on my car. They ain't gonna put no money in my pocket. I don't give a shit who win. I don't care. Okay, I've been here ever since 1954. I've seen a lot of presidents come and go. All right, all right. I've been living below poverty all of my life, huh? I've been living below poverty all of my life. Even when I was working, I was underemployed. Okay, all right. Yeah, you got Biden, but you still gonna be the last to be hired and the first to be fired, huh? When you get Biden, you still gonna own less than 1/2 of 1% of the total wealth in this country. Okay, racism still is gonna show its ugly face towards you as a black man or black woman or a person of color. Huh? You still gonna have to struggle. You're still gonna have to get up and go to work in the morning, huh? Your life ain't gonna be that much better regardless to who become president. Mine didn't change. I saw Carter, Reagan, Nixon, Gerald Ford, um, George Bush Sr., George Bush Jr., Bill Clinton, uh, Obama, and President Trump. My life didn't change that much. They ain't put no money in my pocket. I still had to get out there and work. Huh? Black folks, you've been voting in all them elections. What have you gotten out of it? You almost broke your neck getting to the poll and voting for Obama. And Obama didn't do one thing that benefited black folks. To be perfectly honest with you, Donald Trump did more to benefit black folks in 4 years than Obama did in 8 years. I know y'all don't like that. I don't want to make nobody mad, but it's the truth. Prison reform helped black folks. A lot of black folks came out of prison on the prison reform. He reduced the population of blacks with prison reform. With that act, he released a lot of folks that Bill Clinton and them lock up for drugs, nonviolent crimes. If you convicted of a nonviolent crime where it wasn't a weapon you used, all right, he got your sentence reduced, and you was able to get out. That benefited black folks. Because guess what? When the war on drugs was executed by Bill Clinton, the majority of folks that got locked up for drugs were black folk. Why? Because black folks, were living in poverty. They had to get out there and hustle to make a dollar because they couldn't find no job. Regardless if they was educated or uneducated, they couldn't find no job because y'all blackballed the black man and the black woman. They couldn't find no job. So they had to get out here and hustle. They rob and steal, they rob and stole, and they sold drugs. Because if you can keep a group of people in poverty, all right, if you can keep a group of people in poverty, you'll always have crime. Okay, if you can keep a nation of people poor, okay, you always will have crime. You keep them jobless, you can always have crime, and that's how they fill the prison system. So they can get free labor. See, when you go to prison on the 15th Amendment, what is this? 13, 14, 15. On the 13th Amendment. On the 13th Amendment, you are a slave. Slavery is still legal in the United States, and it always will be. You see, because white folks love slaves. White folks is accustomed to robbing you of your wealth, which is your labor. They're accustomed to doing that. They've been doing that all their life ever since they came over here. That's the MO. See, so that's why they have to have a prison system. And majority of the people that are in prison right now is people of color, mostly young black men. Hmm? So you voted, you put all that energy into protesting and voting. What's your next move now? What's next? Hmm? What you gonna do now? What are you gonna do now? Hmm? You got your boy in now, okay? You got your boy in because see, let me tell you something. You black folks is some of the most unappreciated folks on the face of this earth. You're very unappreciated. And I'm gonna tell you how dumb and unappreciated and ignorant y'all are. Okay? Abraham Lincoln was of the National Party, which went on to become the Republican Party. Okay? Abraham Lincoln was born February the 12th of 1809. All right? Abraham Lincoln wrote the Emancipation Proclamation, which got black folks, our ancestors, our great grandmothers and grandfathers, pulled them out of slavery with the Emancipation Proclamation. You black folks, you don't celebrate the birthday of Abraham Lincoln. You don't celebrate no day concerning Abraham Lincoln. His birthday was February 12th, 1809. You don't celebrate that birthday. Hmm? He died April the 15th, 1865. You don't celebrate his death. You don't celebrate his birth or his death. Hmm? You don't celebrate his birth or his death. You don't celebrate nothing concerning Abraham Lincoln. Okay? Nothing. He was assassinated due to the Emancipation Proclamation. Because folks got pissed off. They couldn't have slaves no more. They couldn't get free labor no more. They had to work their own crops. And they sneaked up on him while he was watching a movie at the theater and blowed his brains out. Hmm? But you don't celebrate nothing about Abraham Lincoln. You black folks. You unappreciated people. You don't celebrate nothing concerning Abraham Lincoln. Nothing. Hmm? You don't recognize none of his offspring. Huh? He had 4 children. You don't recognize none of his offspring. You don't keep up with his bloodline, whether his bloodline still exists today. You give all the praise to Martin Luther King. You celebrate the Martin Luther King birthday. Martin Luther King didn't free your ass. Abraham Lincoln did. Hmm? Martin Luther King didn't free you. Martin Luther King wasn't greater than Abraham Lincoln. But just to show you black folks how unappreciated you are. And that's one reason why you're in the shape you're in today. You don't reference Abraham Lincoln. Huh? You lift Martin Luther King up. You got highways and avenues named after Martin Luther King. Martin Luther MLK Drive, MLK Avenue. How many streets in the black community named after Abraham Lincoln? Huh? None. Martin Luther King didn't write the Emancipation Proclamation. Martin Luther King didn't die to get our ancestors out of slavery. How many highways and streets and centers that you name after Abraham Lincoln? Hmm? None. You don't reference Abraham Lincoln. Hmm? You don't talk about Abraham Lincoln. You praise MLK. How ungrateful thou art. Hmm? You give Abraham Lincoln no celebration, no recognition. You give it all to Martin Luther King. Yeah, he died, okay, in support of black folk. Yeah, okay. He picked up the torch after Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln had the torch first. Okay. Abraham Lincoln was the president of the United States, not Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King was only a civil rights leader. He don't deserve to have more recognition than Abraham Lincoln. Not that he don't deserve recognition, but he shouldn't have more than Abraham Lincoln in the black community. My name is Bobby Collier. I represent the House of Common Sense. You ain't got to have a lot of education to understand me. Some of the stuff is just common sense if you think about it. Y'all be blessed. All right. Thank you for listening. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and let me know what you think about this video in the comments.